The Butterfly Effect is a film that was released in 2004. It was one of the first to present the chaos theory of how a simple variation at the beginning of an event can completely change the future. But there is a small detail in the movie that most people overlooked, an element that would make sense of the protagonist's ability to travel through time, a secret hidden in plain sight. What if, in fact, the film is not about traveling through time, but rather, it is a story of a person trapped within a video game? Today, we're going to take a look at this theory in The Butterfly Effect. The movie follows the life of Evan, a young man who, after suffering various traumatic events during his childhood, develops the ability to transport his consciousness through time. He uses his ability to change tragic events of the present, such as an accident of a woman with her child, or the loss of his dog. Every time Evan travels to the past to prevent something bad from happening, he ends up changing his future. The Butterfly Effect, as the title of the film says, comes from the Western belief that the single flutter of a butterfly can cause a hurricane on the other side of the world. For example, when Evan changes something as simple as the placement of a rocket as a child, it completely changed his future. This is known as the chaos theory. If you are walking down the street and you receive a text message, looking at your cell phone could be something insignificant, but it could become the reason why you stopped paying attention to your surroundings and end up being hit by a car, a small event that triggered a bigger event. But there is something more interesting in this film that went unnoticed by many, and could explain the origin of Evan's ability to travel through time. And that is, Evan is actually stuck in or is a part of a video game. But how did we come to this theory? The answer to this mystery lies within Evan's ability, the ability to travel through time. The movie is filled with several checkpoints or save areas. In video games, there are checkpoints that save your progress, as well as places to save your game, so that if we fail at some point after saving, we can always go back and try again. The movie has several checkpoints in which Evan can try again to change the outcome of his future. As in video games, the way to access these save files is through a menu. There, we can see details such as the date, time, or title of the checkpoints or save files we can use. The movie has something similar to a game menu, and that is Evan's diary. The journal registers each checkpoint that can be later accessed by Evan. It is for this reason why the diary is the only constant, no matter how much his future changes. So, if the Butterfly Effect has similarities to video games, what is the movie really about? What is the theme of the story, or the genre of the game? What if I told you that the alleged game depicted in the film is the same game that we all are a part of? The game in The Butterfly Effect is life itself. We all have that one moment in our past that if we could go back to and change it, life would be so much better. Life is full of checkpoints. For Evan, he is able to return to those checkpoints, but we cannot. We only have one chance to get it right. If you had the ability to travel back to any important moment of your past, would you do it? Before answering that question, bear in mind that changing your past would, in turn, be a selfish act, as it would also affect the lives of others. It would not only be your life that changes, but all of reality. So tell me, if you had this ability to change the past, would you do it? Even if it means changing the lives of others. Thank you all for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, assume nothing and question everything.